Good morning. My name is Jared Gant. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, an attorney will be provided to you. Do you understand these rights that I've just read to you? For these rights, do you mind speaking to me? These are your Miranda rights. Miranda versus Arizona began in 1966. Although Mr. Ernesto Miranda was arrested in 1963, this young man was arrested on account of rape. Ernesto was a Phoenix resident of the state of Arizona. He was taken in custody, and investigators interrogated him without reading him his Miranda rights. This violated his Fifth Amendment, which is the right to not be a witness against yourself. Ernesto was being recorded on a line that he was not aware of during his time of investigation. This led Ernesto to be sentenced to 30 to 40 years in prison in the state of Arizona. He filed up to the state, and it was sent back down. So he filed up to the U.S. Supreme Court, and they took a look at his case. The U.S. Supreme Court stated that he was violated of his Fifth Amendment, which again is violation of to be a witness against himself. Law officials must advise a suspect that has been interrogated that he has the right to remain silent and that he also has the right to an attorney. Ernesto had nothing higher than a ninth grade education and had a history of mental instability. Your Miranda rights show you that you have the right to remain silent. They show you that you have a right to an attorney. But some people do not know that. That's why the official's job, the police officer who's first on site and arrest before interrogating, needs to read the rights. This affects us because if you don't read the criminal his rights before interrogating them, he or she may walk a free man or woman. Miranda was never given or told the counsel that he had a right to a counsel or a lawyer like he could have. Instead, he was prosecuted only from a recorded line that he had no awareness of. This was not fair to Ernesto Miranda. That's why he walked free on the ruling of the Supreme Court. Later, he did be arrested again, but not on double jeopardy. He was arrested on accounts of explaining to his wife, confessing to his wife that he had committed the crime, and his wife reported him in. The Miranda rights are so important because it is the first step in interrogating someone. You cannot receive information without letting that person first know that they don't have to give you the information. That's why you have the right to remain silent. It's the first thing that is said because that person has the right to remain silent. But if that person does not have the right to remain silent, and if you just go off interrogating them, they spill the beans on whatever, and later on it comes out on the body cam or Instagram live that they see that he was never read his rights before he was prosecuted off of something recorded that he said, it goes out of the window. This happened in the case with Ernesto Miranda versus the state of Arizona. Even though they got him back, initially he had escaped, all because he was violated of his Fifth Amendment. Fun fact about Ernesto Miranda is that he was killed at a bar later on in his life, and the murderer was read his Miranda rights. Thank you. This has been my time.